People, deluded, I'm back again. Now, we know we need a wide man and things like that. And I constantly find myself, let me step back a bit, people, make myself a tiny bit more comfortable. But, yeah, I always find myself saying we need a direct winger. For me, when someone says a winger anyways, it's someone that wants to get chalk on their boots, wants to just stay out wide, stay with me with the stay out wide stuff, wants to just get chalk on their boots, wants to terrorise the fullback, whether they're on the left and the right side, consistently take them on and get balls in behind. But I've wondered, how feasible is that in modern football and how effective is that? Because when you really look at it, I don't think that football's changed. I don't think there's wide wingers anymore. Any winger obviously there's players that are direct, there's players that will take people down the wide positions, there's players that will utilise that. But when you look at the top players, or even when you look at top players and improvements you've judged that they have made at all levels, it's because they're playing centrally now. Or if they're not playing centrally, they're not taking up wide positions. The game clearly is changed now. We know the fullbacks in today's football provide the width, and all the attackers, they want to just be in positions to score or useful positions, which is a good thing. They all come narrow, they're all central, they're all inside forwards essentially. They're not wingers like that. Every player's like that. Even if you look at Zaha was previously, and he still is, a very direct winger, will skill you up and take you on. But you see him coming inside more. Even if you've even seen him at times for Palace excel even more from central positions or playing through the middle. Do you see what I'm saying? Mo Salah, obviously, him and Klopp, were speaking about. Obviously, Mo Salah, like many players, you say winger, up and down, up and down, up and down. These flanks, chalk on boots, whipping crosses in. Teams don't really do that enough, and I think teams could cross. But nowadays, you still see Salah in that position from time to time. He still occupies it. But rather than go out there, he's coming inside. Or fair play, if he's coming inside, sometimes he's making clever runs. Or we all know 9 times out of 10, this is where he is now and dropping deep and things like that. The same example goes for Zaha. Neymar, he's better centrally as well when he's got the freedom to go centrally and come on the left-hand channel. Who else is there? There's several examples of players like this. Douglas Costa as well, people. For me, when you say Douglas Costa is someone that excels from wide areas, taking people on, he comes inside a lot. Someone says to me Bale as well. Bale, you could arguably say his best season at Spurs was playing through the middle, essentially, in that hybrid sort of role. But if you was to say Bale, you think of that dynamic thing. For me anyways, when someone says Bale, I think of him burning Macon down the flanks. So I don't know. Do we really need a winger? Like I said, people, I still believe we need that direct pace. We need people to take people on. But it's all about central areas. Like you look at Onda, Shenji Zunda. Hopefully I've said his name correctly. My Turkish fans allow me. He plays for Roma, innit? Formerly of what team was it? It's a team in his homeland. But he's very direct. He scores a lot of goals, and I like his timing of runs. His timing of runs into central positions is great. There's many wingers you see like, alright, cool. Adama Traore, I think we all know there's some potential in there and he's a decent player. But if you look at it, he's someone that you class as a direct winger. I wouldn't want to play as a fullback because he's consistently, obviously you see him come inside, but 9 times out of 10, he's taking you down here. He is taking you down here. Now, you could argue that's ineffective because obviously he's got poor decision making, but you could arguably say this is ineffective in today's market because if you look at how many times he takes someone on to how many goals and assists he has, the correlation isn't there. That's where the game's changed to a degree, to be honest with you people. So as much as I'm calling for a direct winger or a winger and things like that, what I'm calling for misplaced? Like a part of me, I don't think we need another striker, people, but a part of me is open to that idea purely because, like I said, man, an inside forward of sorts. You could go 4-3-3. I'm going a bit off topic now, but if Lacazette and Aubameyang are both on the field or one's injured and thingies like that, and you look to our bench now that Wells isn't there isn't nobody there apart from the untested Nketiah, and he isn't really given a chance, really and truly. And you probably sit thinking he needs to go out on loan to play to a suitable standard if he isn't going to be given ample minutes here, which hasn't been the case. But yeah, people, that was always pondered with me because you could say the same with Robin. If someone was to say Robin of recent years or in his prime, better yet, take you down the flanks. But I'm sure if we review Robin, his runs throughout the seasons had to have changed and become more effective. So although I think we need a winger, people, like I said, to reiterate, like back in the days, this is a winger. Nowadays, wingers are here now. Like wingers are coming in here and making runs off. Even Mane, bro. Mane down that left-hand side at Liverpool. Someone says Mane to me. Mane's a savage. I'm an Arsenal fan. I've seen him savage our fullback. Savage. Taking him down here. But you equally see Mane make some lovely 1-2s and things like that. Ironically, a goal we conceded against Liverpool at the Emirates. He started on the flanks, then he checked inside and played a pass. So, yeah, I think there's a conversation to be had there. Obviously, we know today's market's changed as well. But, yeah, man, I just find it funny how today's day and age is the interior wingers, even Raheem Sterling. Like, Raheem Sterling's always taking people down the flanks, but he's scoring more goals. Now, he's not scoring them goals from wide areas, so, and we all know him, and it's a big running story how him and Pep have worked together to improve people. So there's that. Sane, I still class Sane as very much as a direct winger, but you could even, if we looked at him, I'd probably say something different, but I'm sure you get the point at this point, people. So allow me to get out of your hair. People deluded. I'm out.